So once again, I'm in the woods, and I'm in the woods because I was attempting to explore that creepy abandoned haunted house right there, which is absolutely and totally creepy and absolutely totally abandoned. I discovered it when I drove by it, and then I researched it, and it is totally abandoned. But there's a big, huge, giant problem. I'm standing here in the woods in back of it, watching it, and there are several parts of it wide open. Like, there's not even a door to the basement, it's just wide open. There's a big hole in the top floor wall. There's busted out windows. It is definitely abandoned, but I was all ready to go into that basement door, and there's a light on in the basement. There's a light glowing in the basement. I was hoping it was a reflection of some sort. It is not. It is a light. So, now that that has failed, I was all mad because that house looks awesome, and I came all the way out here. But as I'm texting my friend Jeff, telling him about how sad I am that I have to wait on this one, I'm sitting here texting and not paying attention, and I looking back at me, and the whole time in these woods, right in back of me, is something really cool that I haven't even walked up to yet. I just turned around and went, what? Like, this didn't make not being able to go in that house any better, but it made this little trip not a total complete loss, because I did find one of my absolute favorite things to find in the woods. And I'm gonna show it to you right now. And it's just funny that it was right in back of me the entire time I was staring at the house, looking at that stupid light. Why is there a light in an abandoned house? This is ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna show you what I found though. So this isn't a total loss. Looks pretty cool. Let's go check it out. Okay, so I haven't even gone up to this yet. I am taking so many selfies inside this thing. Oh, it is so cool. And it's in really good shape. And I'm purposely building up the suspense. Oh, that is cool. I love it. Check it out. Awesome. Love me some abandoned cars. And that's a abandoned car that's in really good shape for being out here in the middle of nowhere in back of a spooky old haunted house. And there's a spooky old haunted shed that I might check out. But let's check out this awesome car first. It's a GMC. That's an old GMC logo. I love the vintage look to this. I'm not even a car person. I think I say that a lot, but I love abandoned cars. Look at that. And look at those. I mean, those aren't even headlights. What are those? They're like decorative. They're just, that's the headlights. And those are just, I don't know, bumper adornments. What does the 100 mean? If you're a car person, let me know. But I'm gonna send this to some of my car friends, so they will probably identify this for me. Or I could just look at the back. Doesn't say. Is it just a GMC? Ah, fuck. Giant pricker right here. See that? That just went into my finger. Lame. Anyway, this might be one of those cars that doesn't have a name. It's just a GMC. And inside the car we have stuff. What kind of stuff? Garbage. Like farming equipment. There was a plow over there, like an old-timey plow. And there was another one of these things. But yeah, farming equipment. Ow, motherfucker, there's friggin' thorns everywhere. Let's check out the instrument panel. The seat does move back. The glove box has been emptied, of course. There is a kitchen sink. What looks like a kitchen sink inside the car. Awesome. Still got a lot of the knobs and dials and the ignition. It has most of its windows and some are even intact. Look at the gas tank. I know this car is kind of sunken into the ground, but that's kind of a low gas tank. Very low to the ground. You have to significantly bend over to fill this thing up. It has started to rain, so if you'll excuse me, I need to take 1,000,000 amazing selfies inside this car, so hold on, I'll be back. So, while I was taking 1,000,000 selfies in and around this car, I found something interesting in the back seat that I didn't notice. But look at this. I don't know what it is. It's like a stereo. It's got some knobs or dials, and then it has this weird, looks like a little TV screen, but it's not. I think it's just like, oh, yeah, it's like a frame for something. More knobs and dials. It's got some light bulbs right there. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's got some writing. Ooh, that hurt. Okay. Right there. It's an RCA radiola. I don't even know what a radiola is, but it sounds like I should know since I love vintage stuff. I'm assuming it's a radio Victrola, which would mean it's a radio stereo record player, right? But yes, this is a RCA radiola. Oh my God, it's got an awesome switch. Look at this. Check it out. Oh, it doesn't make the sound, but look, it's like a little joystick. It moves in all directions, not just up and down. Pretty cool. I learned something new today. Discovered something new today. I'm definitely going to be looking up radiola when I get home. Look, that looks like the Ola part, like the Victrola. That looks like it could have been the record player part. I have no idea. And is that a part to it? We'll have to find out when I Google this thing. And of course, crank windows. Love me some crank windows. Can't crank them anymore, as you can see. This one pulls out. Does it still pull out? Probably not. Nope, I don't want to break it. Okay. I Googled radiola, and yes, it is basically just a radio. A very decorative, vintage, awesome radio from the 30s. This one obviously not worth anything anymore because it's very damaged. And yeah, all those pieces go to it. It was like a cabinet style radio receiver. Okay. Okay, coming around the back of the car was a little bit of a bushwhack, but it's even better from the other side. So this side of the car is in awesome shape. Oh, I love it. Well, that's about 20,000 more selfies on this side of the car. Okay, let's get a closer look off of this side. Check it out. The rear view mirror is intact. Yay. Ooh, well, not. Don't worry, I can still put there. There. I saved it. That's not broken. That's the reflection. That's the reflection there. Okay. Look. Okay, I'm gonna stop doing that so I don't actually break the awesome mirror. That's the reflection of that. Okay, and then there's MIT Instrumentation Laboratory. Well, 1969. And we have Northeastern University. The driver of this car was very collegiate. But that said Satan. It says Satin. There's more of the radiola. I'm gonna give a quick look to see if there's anything else hidden in these woods. Let's go. And it should come to no surprise to anyone that we find a bathtub. Because when don't we find a bathtub in the woods? And where there's one bathtub, there's always a second bathtub. Bathtubs always come in twos. It's like a clawfoot, more vintage bathtub than that one. And this one still has its fixtures, and it obviously has a burned out dead body. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. I don't want to find out though. It's definitely not bathtub gin. That looks so, like the formation of what's under those black leaves is really creeping me out. But I love the fixtures. As I hover over this. Oh my God. What is that? Is it like a, I don't know. It's like a tree branch, but not. Maybe, I don't know. Let's not find out. Let's leave it alone. Let's just enjoy the vintage bathtubs and what looks like a sink. Let's see if we can find anything else that doesn't belong in a bathroom. Okay, I see something, and it's kind of creepy. It's not vintage, but it also doesn't belong back here. That is creepy. There was an abduction in these woods. There was definitely an abduction. And let me show you why I think this. What is this doing in the woods? I mean, there are houses across the street, but this is a fairly new bike. I mean, it's still bright neon green. I mean, it's got a little mold, a little moss. Tires still inflated. What the fuck? The Batman bike. Didn't notice that. Oh, I think it's the Riddler. It's Batman, but it's the color of the Riddler, and it's got question marks. Look. Oh, it's Batman Forever. Okay. Maybe it's not a new bike, but look at all the ants. Look at that. That's gross. They all came out of the, I don't know where they came out of, but yeah. It's a Batman Forever bike. So this is at least from 1995, I think. This has been sitting here for 24 years, and it's in this good a shape. That's disturbing. And then next to it is that. That's boring. Do not take a selfie on that bike. Do not take a selfie on the creepy bike. I'm totally taking a selfie on the creepy bike. I'm also sitting on this moldy seat. You just saw the moss growing out of the seat. I'm sitting on it. I'm sitting on it right now. I gotta burn these pants. That, I was sitting on that. I'm so disgusting. Oh yeah, there's a mattress. We're gonna just pretend we didn't see that. Moving on. wild turkeys on my way back to the car. For everyone that lives in an area where you don't usually see wild turkeys roaming around in the woods, this is for you. This is pretty common in Massachusetts. Wild turkeys. See how close we can get. Ooh, they're really cool looking. I almost feel guilty that I eat them. And I'm a big turkey fan because they're kind of adorable. Okay, so I did not get to explore an abandoned house today, but I did find an awesome vintage GMC station wagon in the middle of these woods, which was completely unexpected. And as far as I'm concerned, awesome, because I love finding vintage cars in strange places. So this will probably be a quick little video, a little I found a car in the woods video, in a bathtub, in a mattress, in a really creepy Batman bike. Okay, I'm going to leave now, and I have a couple more abandoned houses in the works. So stay tuned for that. Bye.